Hello and welcome. The title of the message today is The Mystery of the Tower of Babel. But let's begin by affirming our opening statement. There is only one presence and one power in my life and the universe, God. And so now I invite you to take a deep breath with me, gently but fully filling your lungs, and then releasing and relaxing and allowing that breath to return to the universe. So here we go. Bringing our awareness to this present moment. Letting go and allowing God. And so it is. So the mystery of the Tower of Babel. I'd like to give you a little bit of context. The Tower of Babel was being built at a time after the Great Flood, where Noah had the ark and rescued the animals 2 by 2. And humankind had gathered, all speaking one language, in the area of Babylon, between the two great rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. And they built this tower trying to reach heaven. Now, the mystery, what could this mystery be? What is hidden here in this story about people building a tower to try and reach heaven? As you know, I like to read the Bible for its inner message. How can this help me, and all of us indeed, on our spiritual path? To explain this mystery, I'd like to introduce to you a painting that I asked my wife to paint. So Lucretia was kind enough to do this painting for me, and I'll share it with you now. This painting here shows basically 2 triangles. Which one of them might be the Tower of Babel? This one here, the blue one. It is a human trying to use their own knowledge and abilities to reach into the divine. We can go into the symbolism, but we don't have time. I'd like to share with you one Bible verse from the book of Proverbs, and I'll be reading from the Lamsa translation, from the Aramaic language that Jesus spoke. So this is in the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, and I'll read verse 5. It's very short, very commonly heard. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and rely not on your own wisdom. The Lord. Who you reckon the Lord is here in this picture? Is it this part right here? And where is our own wisdom? Maybe it's here. But you can see that even when we're in the middle of our own wisdom, we are not alone. That highest part of us, our true self, is interpenetrating and still present when we are at our most separate self, because we can never be separate. We'll never be fully separated. Trust not in our own understanding, but follow the understanding of God. Now, how is this going to help me as I strive to be the best possible person that I can be and realize my full divine potential as an expression, a unique expression of God. You see, there's no way I can tell you how to do this, because my unique path is not your unique path. But we have inside of us, even when we are our most separate self, this truth that is coming to us from above. Now, I want to share this with you because we can't get into our spaceship just like those humans couldn't build a tower and reach heaven. We can't get into a spaceship and fly off this earth and somehow reach this realm where we realize our oneness with God. Because it's not a place. It is not in this three-dimensional realm. In fact, the way up is the way in. It is inward. The direction to find this realm, this place where we know the presence of God, is inside of us. We get there by returning to the presence, remembering the truth of who we are over and over. When we find ourselves vibrating at separate self, when we're down here and we can remember the truth, we begin to climb. Staying in the green, not out here in the blue, not stuck in our own understanding, but following the understanding of God, the wisdom. Take a deep breath. Relax. Remember, we are never alone. We are, each one of us, a child of God. We are loved. We are worthy. The greatest power in the universe is already in us. Even when we're at our worst, this power is here with us. This understanding is ours for the asking. Take a deep breath. Remember this. Lean not on your own understanding. Don't build a Tower of Babel thinking that you're going to reach this pinnacle, because it just won't get there. It can't. But when we get in the green instead of the blue, notice we're mixing with the divine. And we can. This is the way to get up here. That's the mystery of the Tower of Babel. That we can't do it by ourselves. Our shadow self, our separate self, is not capable. It's too overcome by the stuff that's going on around us. We require help from the divine. And that help isn't up there. It's in here. It is the inward direction that brings us upward. If we're trying to find God out there, we are building a Tower of Babel. Whether it's a spaceship of Babel or whatever. And yes, we can see God in everything because God is in everything. But where do you see it? You see it in here. It's always in here. Even if we are inspired by what is out there. Take a deep breath with me, and let's affirm together our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Thank you for joining me. My prayer is that this message will plant a seed so that we may grow towards that light inwardly in this moment and in every now moment. We are never separate. We are always at one with God. Thank you.